You are ready. You are ready to understand the depth of what has been happening to you, what is going on around you. I'm being asked to share with you that you are very brave. You have been through a deep and dark journey, and you're being asked to take a breath, clear the anxiety, and hold this space. This space is protected, and this space is a clear channel for you to receive divine guidance from your guides and angels that are assisting you at this time. You have a lot in front of you right now, a lot of illusions, a lot of things that are tempting you to go in the wrong direction, and you are being asked to embrace your gifts. You have tapped into a part of yourself that opened up a doorway, a channel where you are being asked to step into a power. This power is working for good. It is going to remove these dark energies from your life that are seemingly attacking and binding you to a version of yourself that no longer resonates. You're trying to get out of this energy, and it's very difficult to navigate. It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. There are so many tricks that make you think that you're losing your mind and that you need to go through channels of like doctors and medicine, which is not medicine, it's drugs. That's why they're called prescription drugs. There's a medicinal route, a healing, an Eastern medicine route, and then there's this Western science, this sorcery, magic, okay? You are a very powerful energy, and your energy, when it's not protected through your authority, because you have protection and angels and guides that are working with you, ancestors, but we're trying to get you to protect your own energy, your aura field. So now that you've stepped into this next level and you see into the spirit world, things, to the next level, new devil, right? There's new energies that you're coming up against, and it's not alarming because you've been preparing for this your whole life, but it's surreal. It's like, whoa, this is real? Like, what? Huh? Hold on. Like, you're really struggling with the knowing that it's real, but also what choices to make. So I'm seeing all these choices in front of you. You have a lot of offers, and they're coming from both sides. So on both sides of polarity, you're being pulled. And the balance is when you find yourself in the center, calm and at peace and clear, and you're able to discern when a spirit or something comes to you with mal intentions, dark intentions, or light intention. So you're on your path to be a teacher. You are discovering that there's something inside of you that is, I think, it's like you've been told that you talk too much, or you almost fixate on certain things, or you think you know everything about something. Like, people that are under contract to deter you from your path are trying to convince you unconsciously, because they're unconscious zombies, they're trying to deter you from your path, which is you've discovered is I want to teach or heal or lead in a way. You have something to show, or you've learned about something, okay? And beings that you do love, they love you and you love them, but they're acting out of weakness right now. Love is enough. Build a fortress around your heart. We can acknowledge that love exists, okay? It's the force of energy that we can't even put into words, right? We know it's there, we feel it, we know that we have love for people, places, and things, right? And ourselves. But this love has been a hindrance because it's been used as a weapon. It's been the people around you that are choosing to succumb to the dark forces, which are like pathways. It could be anything, addiction, whatever, you know, they're succumbing to the darkness. You are being asked to be the light in the room, the teacher, the guide, the one that they can, if they choose with their choice, their free will, to follow or to, you know, tap into their light. Because yes, you want to help and you want to show people something, but you're going to have to lead by example. That's how you're going to tap into this teacher energy. Sign language. And this language will develop where if they choose to come to you correctly, it may seem telepathic, it may seem psychic, it may seem ethereal, otherworldly. It may come through weird symbols and signs on freaking cars and license plates and TVs and phones and social media, and just like, it may feel crazy at first. It certainly does. There's a bittersweet energy here. It's like, while you're tapping into yourself and discovering this light within you, you're also shedding the light, shining the light onto those that you love that are, and you feel are being left behind. So we have to give people the space to choose if they want to move forward. And you're being called forward because there's something in you that is dedicated to the truth, to the light, to love. Crying for help. You got the call. There's this cry for help in the spirit world where we hear it, you know, the children, the spirits, the souls. We're on the front lines. People in the flesh suits, we're the frontliners. This is a battle. This is a true battle of good and evil. Like, it's crazy. It's cool. It's like, oh my gosh. But like, some people are falling back. And as these comrades, right? Our friends in the trenches, like wounded warriors stuck behind right now, it's in your hands. Like, you are now the one in the front to protect these people that you love, that you care deeply for. Asylum, okay. Double meaning, because it's a protection that's granted by a nation to someone who has left their native country as a political refugee, right? But there's also this asylum, which is that confinement, an institution offering shelter and support to people who are mentally ill. So there's a lot of people that are, as they're ascending, as they're going through this ascension, they're struggling with their mental health and how to ground themselves and stay on planet Earth while also reaching into the stratosphere, whatever, up in there. So there's safety and protection from so many layers and levels here that the position you're being put into, you can't compromise anything at this time. Your safety, spiritual safety, because don't fear your physical. Like, the body is of the earth. It'll go right back to dust, okay? But it's more so that your soul and your spirit that we're talking about here. I know that we're in this physical world, but we're not of it. And when we realize our higher self is really what's going to pull the strings here, what's in control, when we give full control to it over our ego, then we can navigate this frequency very safely, very gently, it feels peaceful, it feels calm. So if you're struggling with that back and forth energy where you may feel a little crazy, you may feel pulled on, they're pulling you back to these old patterns, these old energies, it's because you are being called forward. You are being asked to walk, take these steps. Who is this? Sloth. So this high-ranking entity is trying to put, so I'm getting the energy of, smoking weed, right? I'm getting the energy of laziness and lethargy. Just straight up Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh, pessimism, like negative, no valor, no go. Like, there's this energy of your past where this high-ranking being right here has commanded other people to block you in ways of slowing you down. It's put energies over you that have been purposely designed to make you move slow so you can't see what's going on. Slower than like it's like stupid slow, like molasses. It's like a slurring of speech, dragging your feet, laying on the couch. And then they team up with it's this one. There's a lot of people after okay, so I want to hit this really quick. You are struggling with concepts in regards to relationship patterns of, should you be subservient and submissive? So there's a feminine energy here that's questioning her loyalties to an energy, whether it's to herself or to this external force. And this external force is a very, very seductive and attractive male energy, masculine energy. And this is another way that you're being drawn away, pulled away from yourself. It's to sacrifice your power to this being. Okay. Remember, there's some past life memories that are trying to come to you at this time. You're trying to be reminded of a time when your ancestors had access to this great power, okay? So I'm seeing the Middle East area. I'm seeing how these high-level dark people came into a space that they knew was sacred and holy and desecrated, I don't know all these words, decreed that they would have power for a time, and I'm seeing another people flee, and these are your ancestors, and these darker forces have clouded the judgment of each incarnation until this time that we're in now. And it feels very confusing and cloudy because these high level beings here are working through greed and sloth, which is a very sluggish type of energy, and they purposely want you to fall into these traps which get you away from the light. They've changed text, they've altered history, and they've indoctrinated us and poisoned the minds with their sorcery science. It feels like, so we are entering a time where, how do I want to say this? I'm seeing you discover that there is this ghost world that's always been here, never left. We just stopped seeing it. We just stopped paying attention to it. And in putting this veil over the eyes, we've become blind, deaf, dumb, and blind. So when anything shiny and cool happens on the outside, we get drawn to it because it reminds us of a time when we were connected. So if you're drawn to crystals and rainbows, color, vibrancy, tech, even technology, the colors on the screen, there's this false light energy that has us deceived and fooled that this is the power. Your ancestors are making it very, very clear to me that this was strategic, and there was a time when we were powerful enough to know the difference between authentic, pure light and false light. So you're being asked to be very brave and to tap into the truth here, which is a challenge to digest, be a trendsetter. Oh, that says transgender. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Gaslight. Okay. So beautiful, beautiful people. Okay. I truly, truly say this with love. But I have to say the truth. So what I'm seeing is a design to go from, so we were created perfect. There's no need to do all this extra crazy stuff. It's not to say do nothing and just be blah, right? I'm not saying don't put any effort into your avatar, okay? I'm just saying the extreme lengths that people are going to, like to change their entire biology, which is not even possible, but body parts and stuff, to alter, to completely disagree with the perfection that they are already at. has been a strategic design to get into the minds of these children at this time, because these children are very special. And this has been a gaslight. You know, the gaslight experience is a slow and meticulous, mischievous, over time thing that happens. And we're talking, this can happen in a person's lifetime, this can happen in generational, this can happen over centuries, over thousands of years. This has been a slow, because time does not exist. The perception of time does. But what's been going on is these high level beings that are way outside of time, and they're very much so spiritual, and they're very much so aware of the arts, the crafts, witchcraft, sorcery, magic, science, all of it. They're very aware, okay? They have designed a time like this for us to become not human, so that we can think it's normal to not be human, to alter ourselves in a way that is so impure. It's so broken, it's so weird, it's so confusing, and sending an energy frequency out to the universe that we hate ourselves. It's saying self-destruct, it's saying self-delete, it's saying I don't like my being, I don't like what I was created to be, I do not find this to be a creation of divinity, I do not like this. So you're sending out that frequency, giving permission to energy to come in and say, okay, well, I can alter you, and I can take your power, and I can take your light, and I can take your essence, and I can make you what I want you to be, and I'll harvest your power and energy. But it's been designed that way to fool you, to trick you over time. It's not about race now. It's about the spirit. Test the spirit. What is the spirit saying to you? You know, of a person. It's not about the skin color, 4 twos. It's about the journey and going against the grain. I know it's really popular to include all, right? All lives matter. Okay, let's break this down. So if all lives matter, which to a degree that's true, let's think about the worst of the worst, like pedophiles or serial murderers. I don't know how to do the fake word stuff, but you know what I'm saying. Really, really bad people that should be locked away, or who knows, offed. Maybe we should just there's things for that. Those people are inclusive in all lives matter, right? If we're going to give rights to everyone and everyone can be, a part of the journey, they get to be included too. And when we dance with that dangerous mentality, we are giving our children to darkness, which has been the design the whole time. And if we don't take back control of our light and our beautiful being, we are going to continue to succumb to evil, okay? You see how evil fell right on top of that? Look what that says, people. It fell right on top for a reason. So let's focus on what you can do. So that's a very deep message, and it's very important to digest this. Okay, we're going to read from this book. The economy is important right now. All right, we got a persuasion. That which contracts was first expanded. That which weakens was first made strong. That which falls was first raised up. That which scatters was first gathered up. It is paradoxical, but true. The tender outlasts the rigid. The gentle defeats the strong. Persuasion is better than compulsion. Rulers have nothing to gain through force of arms. Wow. I'm going to read that again. That which contracts was first expanded. Oh, contracts. Okay. That which contracts first expanded. That which weakens was first made strong. That which falls was first raised up. That which scatters was first gathered up. It is paradoxical, but true. The tender outlasts the rigid. The gentle defeats the strong. Persuasion is better than compulsion. Rulers have nothing to gain through force of arms. Wow. Persuasion, gaslighting. You hear me? Come on. The persuasion of a nation. I get so speechless with some of this stuff, okay? A smile can change everything. Listen, as dark as it is, you gotta play with it. It's fun. This is cool. This is like so exciting to know that we have the power in our meekness, okay? To be meek is to be strong, okay? To have awareness of what's happening around us is to come out of the sleep, is to wake up, is to be aware, to be free, you know? To get out of this asylum. We gotta stand up, guys. Pay attention to your surroundings. Not everything has to be literal, like, oh, I'm paranoid, now I need to watch everything. Pay attention to your surroundings. Let's amplify that outside of 3D. Think beyond the physical world. There's so much going on. Pay attention to your surroundings. Why is there a crazy lady on the internet with fairy wings talking about this stuff? Why are there people coming out of the woodworks talking to spirits and stuff? You think we're crazy? Pfft. Listen. Why? Why? Why do you think we're doing this? You think we're just losing our minds? No. Pull your energy back. Everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. Nikola Tesla. This is science. This is spiritual science. Why give us free electricity? Why? Why would they do that? Okay? Be humble. Remember who you are. Before they told you who you think you should be, with all these layers of whether it's makeup or false light or fakeness in general, all the fake. Okay? We gotta get back to the basics. We're destroying the creation, okay, which we are already to be. There's a veil, a hologram, a hidden illusion. We're waking up. There's no more. I think Hollywood has only been around for 100 years. They have us focusing on the TV so we don't focus on our inner light. They want us to focus on the false light on the outside, not your inner light. Grooming, setting you up for this day and time. It's been a setup. Okay? The Joker. It's about recognizing that the original card here, it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. Okay? There's no health in that, to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. Do animals want to speak today? Animals need our help, guys. Reptilians, lizards. Gosh. Wow, the lamb. The lamb. I don't know why Jesus is referred to as a lamb. It's quite interesting. I wonder what the lamb has to say in the book. Peaceful, prophetic, and patient. The lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates with you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. I know that this is like weird, and it's, we're just dealing with so much of a hormone imbalance and confusion around things that this is hard to process. But my friends, I'm telling you, it's Judgment Day. I'm gonna pull a couple of tarot cards on this. I'm so curious what would come out in this energy. This is it's time to move slowly. As things are speeding up, we need to slow down. I can't see a benefit from us rushing into the future, besides rushing into destruction and DEATH. Four of Pentacles, greed, which is right over there. They've trained us to hold on desperately and you know, it's like we're holding on so hard to this old world that's fallen apart. And the reason they're rushing us into the future is so they can rush us into slaughter, which is probably the chip, probably the shot, chip, something trying to put in my body. It's not going in there. Something like that. So it's like we got to slow down and be still. The Hermit. Yeah, stop blocking our internal guidance. This is the I am wisdom that comes from within, this intuition that will guide us when we listen. But if we're moving so fast, how are we going to listen? How are we going to heal? You know, slow down, be patient. Look how she's just, we got to have time to sit here and pour water out. Like, this is such a patient, healing energy. With the lamb, like, oh. So I really encourage you to step into yourself and invite yourself to peace. Invite yourself to remember that you have a choice. You have a choice. We all have a choice. And we can choose to continue to ride this crazy train into wherever the heck they're trying to take us with no information besides just do it. That's really rude, first of all. And it makes me feel uncomfortable. And it's too pushy. Why are you pushing so hard? Why are we doing all this fast stuff? Like, why are we pushing out tech and all this so quickly? Why can't we just test things out and see how they do before we get crazy about it, you know? Because they're greedy and they want to harvest everything. Everything. They don't want us to know what's going on. Defend. This is Judgment Day. You better defend yourself. You better look at them. Judgment, defense. Defend yourself. Protect your home. Protect your temple. This is also your home. Protect your family by putting your mask on first, okay? It's one thing at a time. No one said we had to do 7 million things at a time besides these crazy people, okay? We don't have to follow them. We can follow our own hearts and our own, you know, we've been surviving for a long time out here on planet Earth. A long time. Like, it's not like we just got here. We don't have to do it this way. Three of Pentacles. We could be working together instead of fighting each other, okay? We could come together and defeat this overpowering system. Man. I don't know how to be any other way than this feels so true. I don't know. This is so true. And then the Ace of Swords comes out, which is truth, which is like, eureka, I found it. That's the truth. Okay? I'm not confused. I'm telling you the truth. So that's what I have. Thank you so much for watching. And if that resonated, leave a message down below, whatever it's called, comment. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time.